I don't know if y'all have listened to DJ Academic's new podcast that's featured by Spotify Off the Record. Go over there and listen to it. This will give you more context of what I'm talking about. Wack 100 and 6ix9ine had a conversation face to face in Miami about just the antics and the symmetrics of what 6ix9ine's been doing. And the ratting comes into play. So fast forward with that happen, there goes on Clubhouse. And 21 Savage, our beloved Southern boy, ATL Shorty, said that he didn't agree with Wack 100 on agreeing with anything that 6ix9ine said. Now, I'm going to agree to disagree, but I want to read this article for you just to give you a little bit more context on what happened, then I'll give you my commentary. Now, while much in hip-hop, the community are watching Kanye West and stuff like that, 21 Savage and Wack 100 were getting into a heated conversation involving threats as 6ix9ine crackled away, egging the situation on Thursday. A room created with an audio-only Clubhouse social media that include Wack 100, 6ix9ine, 21 Savage, and many others. The conversation involved the opinions of not gangsters and support and surrounding themselves around rats and snitches. Gangsters seem to be Wack 100 and 21 Savage on 6ix9ine being a rat. Now, that conversation is always going to be, plagued into this situation. If you come from an impoverished situation, ratting is a big issue for us. Now, Wack invited 21 Savage to speak, to which the Atlanta rapper expressed his firm belief that Wack was lame for supporting 6ix9ine in any way. I said you lame for agreeing with what that N-Say 21 shared in Clubhouse. The statement stemmed from a podcast episode featured Wack 100 and 6ix9ine sitting down, speaking amicably earlier that week. 21 Savage was a topic of conversation during the podcast. Okay, so when you see a lame, because y'all lingo is a little bit different, what do you mean by lame? What you mean? He said, I don't agree with it, 21 replied. I just feel like a gangster and a rat can't agree on nothing in life. Which is a fair statement. I don't give a damn how right AN is. So gangsters and rats shouldn't communicate with each other. Wack inquired. Not really, because the industry that we're in, I wouldn't really say that, 21 said. But I say, I ain't finna agree with no N and say anything like that on how you said you agree with him. I was supposed to run up on him on the club. First of all, on my kids, I didn't even see that N in the club. 21 continued, describing that he heard that what Wack and 21 should do if he saw 6ix9ine in the club. If an N called you a rat, and when you see an N, who you gonna call a rat and see? And push up. 21 quoted Wack saying, yeah, you said supposed to get down, Wack suggested. I don't agree with that, 21 added. I agree with 21 on this one. That let me know you pump faking, nephew, Wack maintained. As soon as Wack said this remark, 6ix9ine let out several loud laughs. Wack explained that his stance to 21 sharing if Wack was somebody, Wack saw someone like Meek Mill, with whom he has beef with, at the Grammys and Emmys, a fight would happen on site. Wack claimed that 6ix9ine in the video showed 21 knew 6ix9ine was in the club at the same time. 21 in the past did nothing. 6ix9ine chimed in and said he would post a video in his Instagram. Surprisingly, 21 admitted both to 6ix9ine that they spoke on the phone Wednesday night addressing the beef they had. Wack let the room know that two men spoke on the phone for 30 to 40 minutes. Wack questioned why they are communicating, to which 21 called him and asked him, why you talking and the way you talking. This starting to get, so after a while, things start to escalate, and you know what Wack 100 does. He goes strictly to physical violence. Now, let me give you something. One, the conversation of snitching and ratting and this and that, I don't know why we keep talking about this. You know he's a rat, point blank period. He does what any other person do. He used a group of people from an impoverished neighborhood. You could say he's an impoverished neighborhood, but 6ix9ine really fan base is not affected by us, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Like, his fan base are a bunch of white kids and little Hispanics. So him abiding by rules that we abide by every day in the ghetto, I don't think he never did because culturally he didn't align himself with us. You know what I mean? That's my opinion. So 21 should have just left it alone because it really doesn't matter. It doesn't affect you. Like, if he wants to talk to somebody who's a rat, let him do that. That doesn't put you in a situation where it makes you feel any kind of way because it doesn't affect you. That's really it. You know what I mean? Now, I also want you to go back to a DJ Vlad interview where Ricky Ross, biggest dope dealer in the West Coast, he said that ratting is a part of the business and he wouldn't feel no kind of way about it. He's not going to sit there and be friends with the guy who put him in jail, but it's a part of the business and anybody shouldn't feel any kind of way about it. You know what I mean? People who's had that happen to and families being broken, then I can understand. But hey, ratting is ratting.